Hi students, how are you doing? I hope you all are good. Welcome you all to the session. We have already completed DBMS, Computer Networks and Python Pandas. Let's start the discussion on the topic Societal Impact, Unit 4. We are now living an era called the Information Age, where we see that most our activities are technology influenced. Be it making an online payment, creating or development of own piece of art or informations, etc. With the reach of technology to our day-to-day life, there has been a paradigm shift, and it has also raised specific issues and problems related to society, ethics and law. In this unit, we shall talk about different topics such as intellectual property rights, plagiarism, cybercrime, cyber law, e-waste management, etc. Now let's start our topic, societal impacts. First one, digital footprint. What is this footprint? All of you know about this footprint. Is a word which almost we all know that wherever we go, our footprints are left there. Then what is this digital footprint? In the digital world, whatever we do, then we are leaving our footprints behind. Okay? Footprints at the digital world are called digital footprints. Whenever you go online, you leave behind information about yourself. This is referred to as our digital footprint. Whatever the online activity we are doing, with that we are leaving our footprints behind at the cyberspace. Whatever we are doing, okay, whether it is chatting, mailing, searching, etc. Everything is included in your digital footprints. A digital footprint, sometimes called digital dossier, is a body of data that you create while using the internet. It includes the websites you visit, emails you send, and information you submit to online services and can be traced back by an individual. Check this figure. This is the digital footprint. Your WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, everything you can see from this footprint. Okay. Then it is of two types. Two different types of digital footprints are the first one passive, then second one active digital footprint. What is this passive digital footprint? Without the owners knowing, the data is collected. That is known as passive digital footprint. Is created when data is collected without the owner knowing. A more personal aspect of your passive digital footprint is your search history, which is saved by some search engines while you are logged in. That is passive digital footprint. Without the owners knowing, that data is collected by some search engine. That is passive digital footprint. Then active digital footprint. You understood about this? Active digital footprint. Intentionally we are submitting the data to online. That is active digital footprints are created when a user for the purpose of sharing information about oneself by means of websites or social media deliberately. An active digital footprint includes data that you intentionally submit online. Sending an email contributes to your active digital footprint. We know about that. We are sending one mail to one person. Intentionally we are sending that mail. That is known as active digital footprints. Since you expect the data be seen and or saved by another person, the more email you send, the more your digital footprint grows. Publishing a blog and posting social media updates are another popular ways to expand your digital footprint. Whatever you posted or whatever you updated in your social media, that all are included in this digital footprints. Okay, every tweet you post on Twitter, every status update you publish on Facebook, and every photo you share on Instagram contributes to your digital footprint. Okay. Then a digital footprint is data that is left behind when users have been online. Examples of active digital footprints, we already discussed about this: posting on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and other social media platforms. Filling out online forms, that is when signing up to receive emails or texts. Agreeing to install cookies on our devices when prompted by the browser. Then examples of passive digital footprints: websites that install cookies in our device without disclosing it to us. Apps and websites that use geolocation to pinpoint our location. Social media news channels and advertisers that use our likes, shares and comments to profile us and to serve up advertisements based on our interests. Okay. Then how to manage digital footprint? Listen, see children, unlike a beach footprint which will eventually fade away, the internet and any electronic event in general doesn't work the same way. It is safe to assume that anything you do, publish or post online may be there permanently and won't be washed away. Okay? Mistakes aren't as easy as they used to be, because once we post anything online, it stays forever and cannot be undone. Digital footprints last forever, and colleges and jobs will look back at them to see if you are what you portray and how you conduct yourself actually. So, digital footprint is very important in our life. It is also known as digital tattoos. Then in this age, your digital reputation is equally important, which is controlled by your digital footprint. To manage your digital footprint, you can follow the guidelines. Understand these all guidelines. First one, know what your digital footprint is. Look at all the social networking sites and forums that you belong to and search your name to know what information about you is available. Second one, behave responsibly. You should be smart and sensible enough to know which sites you are visiting, which emails you are sending or what links you open. Also make sure to never share your location when online. It is best to wait until you are home to share pictures of an event or activity on social media. Third one, keep your digital footprint clean. Carefully go through your social media handles, past browsing history on YouTube and other public sites, and do the following. First one, remove any photos, content and links that may be inappropriate. You have to do. Second one, remove any details about you that reveal too much information like your phone number, school, college name, address, etc. Okay, follow these all guidelines to manage your digital footprint. Then fourth one, control the visibility of your information. You know about this? You have to control the visibility of your information for a particular person or group of persons. Okay. Then allow comments moderation. Since many comments on public websites can be publicly seen, monitor and moderate comments associated with you to maintain a positive digital footprint. Okay, don't comment negatively. Always use this positive comments. Okay, then the last one is think before you post. All the above mentioned steps are to control what has been done earlier. But if you are cautious and think before you post anything online, your digital footprint will be clean. So, all of you follow the guidelines to manage your digital footprints. Be careful about what you share online, where you share, with whom you share. Then be smart about sites you visit, emails you open, links you click. Okay. How digital footprint is being used for marketing purposes. Digital footprints are also known as cyber shadow, electronic footprint or digital shadow, are generally collected with the help of tracking cookies. These cookies are created while using popular sites. Whatever we search is stored in these along with our dates, GPS relevant data. These are shared by the actual site we are visiting, the popular sites. Popular sites in turn analyze these data and revert back in the form of advertising later on. That is happening here. Web visitor, actual site visiting, then visitor leaves, then these all data to this popular sites. From this popular sites, visitor is brought back to the actual site. For example, we search for a flight from X location to Y location for a particular date. Next day, if we open search engine, ads automatically pop-ups even if we have booked out tickets. Okay, clear? Then, why should we care about managing our digital footprint? For following 4 reasons. First one, to protect our reputation. Second one, to make safe personal information. Third one, to prevent financial loss. Fourth one, to preserve our freedom. Okay. Then, risk due to digital footprint, privacy concern, scam, identity theft, fake websites. These all are risk due to digital footprint. Okay. Then, how to manage digital footprints? We already discussed about this. Enter name into several search engines. Double check privacy settings but don't trust them. Create strong, memorable passwords. Keep all our software up to date. Review our mobile use. Delete useless files. Build reputation through behavior. These all are very important. So, carefully handle these are electronic gadgets and digital footprints. Okay? Okay guys, these topics are not for the purpose of by heart, but to identify, analyze and act accordingly. The notes and test paper are attached for the academic purpose. Study the notes and submit the answers as soon as possible. That's all for today. We will meet in the next class. Till then, take care. Thank you.